World of Words, Special Season, Night of the Threshold, Days of Light. Episode 3, May Blessing, the Day that Orders the Paths. Welcome to the third episode of our Walpurgis Night and May Day special season. A gentle step deeper into the early days of May, into a moment shaped by clarity, direction, and the quiet blessing of a world that begins to arrange itself. If early May is the day of a rising light, then May blessing is the day of orientation, a day when the season gathers its lines, when paths become visible, when the world offers a soft sense of order. Across many landscapes, from quiet gardens to open fields, from forest edges to coastal mornings, this part of May carries a particular stillness. Not the stillness of pause, but the stillness of alignment. A stillness in which the world seems to say, "This is the way this season moves." May blessing is not a ritual of grandeur. It is a gesture of gentle structure, of soft guidance, of the calm clarity that comes when the light has risen enough to show the shape of the days ahead. It is a day that does not command, yet it arranges. A day that does not push, yet it guides. A day that lifts the world into a quiet sense of direction. And so, in this episode, we open this word, May blessing. A word that carries order, warmth, and the soft guidance of early May. Chapter 1. Welcome to a new episode of World of Words, and to a gentle step deeper into the early days of May. Today we turn to a phrase that carries clarity, yet moves softly. A phrase that does not command, but arranges. A phrase that opens the season with a quiet sense of direction. May blessing. A phrase shaped by order, not strict, not rigid, but natural, like the way morning light falls across a path and reveals its shape without effort. It is a phrase with two movements. May, a month of brightness, of soft mornings, of the calm strength that rises when the world has found its rhythm. Blessing, a word that once meant to mark, to give shape, to offer gentle guidance. A blessing is not an instruction. It is a gesture of alignment, a quiet way of saying, "This is the direction the day takes." Together the phrase carries a gesture of orientation, a soft gathering of the season, a moment when the world arranges itself into lines that feel steady, clear, and quietly supportive. May blessing is a moment when the year feels composed, when the warmth has settled, when the light has risen, when the days begin to show how they wish to unfold. Perhaps you feel a small shift within yourself, a sense of clarity, a gentle readiness, a feeling that something in you is beginning to find its place. May blessing is such a moment when the world offers a soft sense of order, a quiet alignment, a calm invitation to step into the days ahead with ease. As you step into this chapter, you step into that gentle guidance. A day that carries warmth, clarity, and the soft ordering of early May. Chapter 2. The Inner Scene. Perhaps something arranges itself within you when you hear this phrase. May blessing. Not a widening, not a rising, but a quiet gathering. A sense that the inner world is beginning to take shape. Imagine an inner landscape that is neither open nor closed, but drawn as if soft lines were appearing across the ground of your thoughts. This place within you does not expand. It aligns. You might sense a gentle sorting of impressions, a calm placing of feelings, a subtle orientation that does not ask for decisions, but offers direction. The light in this inner scene does not lift. It traces. It moves along the edges of what you carry, revealing contours that were present all along, but not yet visible. Perhaps you notice how certain thoughts fall into place, how others step back, how a quiet order forms without effort. This is the inner gesture of May blessing, a gesture of arrangement, of soft structure, of calm clarity. You are not asked to choose a path. You are simply invited to see the path that exists. A blessing is not a push. It is a marking, a gentle indication of where the season moves and where your own steps might find their rhythm. In this inner landscape, the world does not open. It organizes. And something within you responds to that order with ease. Chapter 3. The Outer Scene. Imagine a morning in early May that carries not only warmth, but structure. The air is calm, the light steady, the landscape arranged in quiet, natural lines. You walk through a place that feels composed, a garden path bordered by soft green, a field divided by long shadows, a forest edge where the trees stand in gentle sequence. Nothing here is rigid, nothing is strict, yet everything seems to hold its place. The light does not rise, it guides. It falls across the ground in long, deliberate strokes, revealing the shape of the day with quiet intention. Perhaps you notice how the world seems to point, not forward, but toward clarity. A row of stones leading toward a gate, a curve in a path that suggests a direction, a line of sunlight that rests on a quiet opening between the trees. This morning does not widen, it defines. It shows the contours of the season's movement, the way the month arranges itself into gentle patterns, the way the world settles into its early May rhythm. You walk a little further. The path beneath your feet feels intentional, as if shaped by many calm steps over many calm years. In the distance you see a small crossing, two paths meeting in a soft, natural angle. The light touches this place with particular clarity, as if to say, here is where the day finds its form. May blessing is such a morning that reveals the quiet architecture of the world, the soft order of the season, the gentle guidance of early May. Chapter 4. The Word. Origin, Sound, Meaning. May blessing. A phrase shaped not by rising light, but by orientation, by the way the season draws its lines. Let us open this phrase in its two movements, its origin, its sound, its meaning, its quiet gesture of order. May, a month that has stepped fully into its form. In older English, Mayus was linked to growth, but also to maturation, the moment when the season finds its structure. May is not the beginning of warmth, it is the settling of warmth. A month that arranges the days into a steady rhythm, a month that gives shape to the unfolding year. Blessing, a word rooted in marking, in drawing a sign, in giving gentle form. In early English, Bletzian meant to trace, to indicate, to offer quiet orientation. A blessing is not a command. It is a gesture that reveals the lines already present. It does not open the world, it orders it. Together, May blessing becomes a phrase of calm alignment, a moment when the season shows its structure with warmth and clarity. It is a phrase that holds orientation, the gentle revealing of direction. Structure, the natural order of early May. Clarity, the soft definition of the day. Continuity, the steady rhythm of the month. Presence, the awareness of a world finding its form. May blessing is not a field of meanings. It is a pattern, a quiet arrangement in which guidance and warmth move together. The sound. The phrase carries two gestures. May. Open, steady, a single syllable that rests rather than rises. Blessing. A grounded rhythm, a soft double beat that feels like a hand drawing a line across the day. Together the phrase does not rise and settle, it marks and holds. A phrase that breathes with intention. The meaning. May blessing is not an invitation. It is a gentle orientation. A moment when the world reveals its path with quiet certainty. It carries the calm guidance of early May, the soft order of a day that knows its shape. A phrase that opens a space within you where your own steps can find their alignment in the rhythm of the season. Chapter 5: Linguistic Miniatures. When we look at the phrase May blessing, we do not see a single meaning. We see a pattern, a quiet arrangement of gestures through which the season reveals its structure. Each miniature is a small alignment, a subtle shift of emphasis, a way in which English carries clarity, orientation, and the gentle order of early May. Let us open these linguistic windows, one by one. 5.1 May as Rhythm, a language of steady days. In Older English, May was not only the month of growth, but the month of settling, the moment when the year found its pace. May blessing carries this rhythm. It is the sound of days that move with calm continuity, days that follow one another in a gentle, steady sequence. It is the rhythm of a season that knows its shape. 5.2 Blessing as marking, a language of gentle tracing. The word blessing once meant to mark, to trace, to give form. It was a gesture of orientation, a way of drawing a quiet line across the day. In this sense, May blessing is not a gift bestowed, but a shape revealed, a soft indication of where the season moves. It is the language of guidance without instruction. 5.2 May as structure, a language of natural order. In many older texts, May was described as the month when the world stood in its order, when the fields aligned, when the light fell in long, even lines, when the days arranged themselves into a clear pattern. May blessing carries this structure, a natural order that does not restrict but supports. It is the structure of a season that has found its balance. 5.4 Blessing as alignment, a language of quiet direction. In some traditions, a blessing was not spoken loudly. It was a soft gesture, a hand resting lightly on a shoulder, a line drawn in the air, a quiet sign of direction. May blessing holds this alignment. It is the gentle movement that brings thoughts, feelings, and days into harmony. It is the alignment you sense when the world feels composed. 5.5 May blessing as pattern, a language of calm design. Together the words form a pattern, not a symbol, not a command, but a design through which the season speaks. A design of clarity, the soft definition of the day. Orientation, the revealing of direction. Continuity, The steady rhythm of May. Presence. The calm awareness of form. Harmony. The quiet balance of the season. May blessing is not a moment. It is a pattern, a gentle arrangement in which the world finds its lines. Chapter 6. Cultural Miniatures. Across many English-speaking landscapes, May blessings has long been felt not as a celebration, but as a moment of orientation. A quiet day when the world seems to arrange itself into gentle lines. These cultural miniatures are not rituals of grandeur. They are small, lived gestures through which people sense the natural order of early May. The way paths become visible, the way the season finds its shape. Let us open these scenes one by one. 6.1 United States. The Aligned Garden Rose. In many parts of the United States, early May is the time when gardens begin to show their structure. People step outside to straighten a row of seedlings, to mark a line in the soil, to trace the quiet geometry of a season taking form. The light falls in long strokes across raised beds and wooden frames, revealing the order of the morning with calm clarity. It is a moment when the world feels arranged, steady, intentional. 6.2 United Kingdom. The path between hedges. In the UK, May blessing is often sensed in the quiet symmetry of gardens and lanes. A narrow path between hedges, trimmed just enough to show its gentle curve. A stone walkway that holds the morning light in soft, even lines. People pause here not to admire the blossoms, but to feel the calm direction of a path that knows where it leads. The world does not widen, it guides. 6.3 Canada. The Meeting of Trails. In Canada, May blessing is felt where trails cross in quiet forests and open parks. Two paths meet in a soft angle of earth and light, and the morning seems to rest on this simple intersection. People stop for a moment, not to choose, but to notice how the land arranges its ways. The clarity of the sky, the steady warmth of the ground, the gentle order of the season, all gather here. A place where direction feels natural. 6.4 Ireland. The field lines in morning light. In Ireland, May blessing appears in the long, calm lines of field touched by early light. Stone walls divide the land in quiet patterns, and the morning reveals their soft geometry. People walk along these boundaries, feeling the rhythm of the land. A rhythm shaped not by force, but by centuries of gentle arrangement. The world feels composed, balanced, held in a natural order. 6.5 A shared gesture of orientation. Though the landscapes differ, the gesture is the same. People pause, they look, they sense the lines of the day. May blessing is not a spectacle. It is a quiet alignment. A moment when the world shows its paths with warmth and clarity. A day that orders itself. A day that guides. A day that holds its shape. Chapter 7. Meditation. The day that orders the paths. Perhaps a quiet clarity forms within you when you think of this phrase. May blessing. A clarity that does not widen, but aligns. A sense that the day is drawing gentle lines across your inner landscape. Let us step into this moment. Imagine standing in the early May light. The air is calm, the warmth steady, the world arranged in soft, natural order. The light does not rise. It moves along the ground, tracing the edges of stones, the curves of a path, the quiet geometry of the day. Perhaps you feel something similar within you, a soft recognition of where your own steps might fall. This is the morning of May blessing, a morning that reveals rather than opens. Before you lies a small crossing, two paths meeting in a gentle angle of earth and light. Nothing urges you forward. Nothing pulls you aside. The crossing simply exists, clear and steady. A quiet sign that the world holds more than one direction with ease. Perhaps you sense how this place touches something in you, a thought that finds its place, a feeling that settles, a direction that becomes visible without effort. The crossing is not a choice. It is a shape, a moment in which the day shows its structure. The world grows quiet. Birdsong softens. Shadows stretch in long, peaceful lines. A stillness forms. Full, warm, spacious. It is the stillness of a day that opens without hurry, without pressure. Perhaps this stillness touches something in you, a breath, a thought, a direction that begins to form with ease. The stillness of early May offers space. Space to arrive, space to breathe, space to feel the world turning toward brightness. The world grows still, not empty but composed. Birdsong follows the gentle rhythm. Shadows fall in long, even lines. The breeze moves with calm intention. A quiet order forms, full, warm, steady. It is the order of a day that knows its shape and offers it to you without asking anything in return. Perhaps this order touches something in you, a breath that lengthens, a thought that aligns, a sense of inner structure that feels natural and kind. Breathe in and out. With each breath, the light traces a little more of the world around you. With each breath, the lines of the day become clearer. With each breath, something within you finds its quiet orientation. The light does not lift, it guides. It rests on the path before you, not to direct, but to reveal. Breathe in and out. The day becomes a map, a soft arrangement of lines drawn by the season itself. Imagine a small alignment forming within you, not a spark, not a glow, but a gentle structure that rises from a place you recognize even without naming it. A May blessing, a quiet orientation, a soft clarity, a sense of inner order that moves with you. This blessing stays. It accompanies your steps. It shapes the day with calm intention. A path that does not push but supports. A direction that does not demand but reveals. A blessing that orders the paths with warmth and clarity. Chapter 8. Thank you for stepping with me into the world of May blessing today. Perhaps this day will stay with you, not as a widening, not as a rising, but as a quiet alignment. A sense that the season has drawn gentle lines across your path, and that something within you has responded with calm clarity. May blessing is a moment when the world arranges itself in soft, natural order. A moment when the light does not lift, but guides, moving along the ground in long, steady strokes that reveal the shape of the day. It is a day that carries a quiet orientation. A day that shows how the season moves, how the month finds its rhythm, how the world holds its form with warmth and intention. As you continue your path, you may feel a small alignment within you, a thought that settles, a feeling that finds its place, a direction that becomes visible without effort. Perhaps you notice how the days ahead begin to carry their own structure. A gentle sequence, a soft continuity, a rhythm that supports rather than demands. Perhaps you sense the quiet architecture of early May, the way the light traces the edges of things, the way the air holds its balance, the way the world offers a calm sense of direction. May blessing is not a single moment. It is a pattern, a gentle arrangement that moves with you through the days to come. And this pattern may accompany you as you step forward, a reminder that clarity does not need to be loud, that direction does not need to be forced, that the world often reveals its paths in soft, steady lines. With this episode, we conclude this short series. With this episode, we conclude this short series for this year. Until then, keep the quiet clarity, the structure, the quiet orientation of this day. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. If you feel called to wander a little deeper, scripts, audio pieces, and small companion materials are available on my channels including YouTube and Payhip. Perhaps one of them will walk a little further with you.